So, Shalom Ubracha. Welcome everyone to the Shir. Today we're going to go into Tzimtzum A, the Tzimtzum of Adam Kadmon, and let's give a Hagdama to these inyanim. So, first of all, what you need to know is that until the Tabor of Adam Kadmon is Achaf, is Uris, Oznayim, Chotem, and Peh, Achaf. That's until the Tabor of Adam Kadmon. All these Uris of Achaf are Yetzi B'chetzonius of Adam Kadmon, on the outside of Adam Kadmon, and they form the beginning stages of Kalim. And then, so from the Tabor and downwards, you have Olam HaNekודים. Olam HaNekודים is also called Olam HaEinayim, the world of the eyes. It's called Olam HaToyu. And again, where is this? On the Guf of Adam Kadmon. This is on the Nihi area of Adam Kadmon. The Nihi area of Adam Kadmon. Netzach, Hod, and Yesod of Adam Kadmon. So, now, another thing you should know is that the purpose of Olam HaNekודים was to make Kalim. To make Kalim. It's important to understand that up until now, we did try to make Kalim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu started the process of making Kalim by Olam HaPeh, all the Urish that came out of the Peh of Adam Kadmon, which was called Mati V'lei Mati, which we covered that. However, what Sfarim write about Olam HaPeh and Mati V'lei Mati is that that world would not be fitting to give Ur for the lower Madrigas, and especially for Olam HaAtzilus and downwards. Because the Ur is so strong by that Darga above the Tabor of Adam Kadmon. The Ur is so strong that the Kalim are Ki'ilu Batal from the Ur. And no tangible existence would have came out from the Kalim of the Peh of Adam Kadmon. And so because of this, even though it's a first stage, and it's a natural process, nevertheless, no Kalim will come that will be fitting for Olam HaAtzilus from Olam HaPeh. That's why we have Olam HaNekודים, where Olam HaNekודים is a stronger attempt to make Kalim for Olam HaAtzilus. And so what has to happen here? What has to happen here is that there's going to be a Tzimtzum. There's going to be a Tzimtzum by the Gartel area, by the Tabor of Adam Kadmon. And this Tzimtzum is very important because it minimizes the light. The Tzimtzum really does two things here. I should say, within this act of being mitzamtzem the light below the Tabor of Adam Kadmon, there's two things that are going to occur. One thing that's going to occur is that the light beneath the Tabor will be fitting for Olam HaAtzilus. And secondly, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will make a parsa within the Guf of Adam Kadmon. Sfarim write, what's the reason for Tzimtzum and parsa? If you have Tzimtzum, why do you need parsa? If you have parsa, why do you need Tzimtzum? But the truth of the matter is you need both. Mefarshei Ha'ari explained that the idea of the Tzimtzum is to prepare for Olam HaAtzilus. The idea of the parsa, which is like a cloth or like a sheet or like a covering, is further being mitzamtzem the Or in order to make it fitting, in order to make the Or below the Tabor of Adam Kadmon fitting for Olam HaBriya. So that's why there's a Tzimtzum, and then there's also a parsa. Now, another very important Hagdama. So that's why, just going back a little bit, that's why we have the parsa and the Tzimtzum. The Tzimtzum is to make the Or below the Tabor fitting for Olam HaAtzilus. The parsa is there that it could make the Or fitting for Olam HaBriya. That's what the Mefarshei Ha'ari write. And then the question of what you were asking, which is, what is beneath the Tabor of Adam Kadmon? What is beneath the Tabor of Adam Kadmon? So if you go to our pictures that we gave out in the WhatsApp chat, you'll see that there's a diagram first of all. The diagram shows Av, Sag, Ma, and Ben, the Oris Apnimim within the Guf of Adam Kadmon, the Neshama of Adam Kadmon. That's the Neshama of Adam Kadmon. And you see that by the Tabur of Adam Kadmon begins the Oris of Ma'am Ben. Ma'am Ben. But within that, you also have the Oris of Sag, the lower Darga of Sag, which is called the Nekudes of Sag. And you also have Bifnim, within that, the Ur of Av. So you have Av, Sag, Ma, and Ben. Each of them have 4 Dargas of Tamim, Nekudes, Tagin, and Oisios. 4 different Dargas within each of the 4 Dargas. So Shem Av has 4 Dargas. Shem Sag has 4 Dargas. Shem Ma has 4 Dargas, and Shem Ben has 4 Dargas. Up until now, we've been talking about Achaf. Above Achaf is Shem Av. And Shem Av produces the Saros, and the Ari HaKodesh said that we do not have Rishus to speak about that. Beneath that was the Uris Hoiznayim, the Adam Kadmon, the Ur which was Yotzi from the Darga of the ears of Adam Kadmon, and that is Tamim de Av, or Av de, and that is the Darga of Tamim de Sag. That's right, Tamim de Sag, the highest level of Shem Sag, or Av de Sag, right? And that produced the Achaf. This world is called Olam HaNekudim. Why? Because it's the Nekudes of Sag. The Nekudes of Shem Sag, which is which is Be'ikr in play beneath the Tabur of Adam Kadmon. That is what we're dealing with here. That's why that's one of the reasons why this world is called Olam HaNekudim, because the Tzimtzum was Be'ikr with the Nekudes of Sag, the Nekudes of Shem Sag. Now, the Tzimtzum was also with Shem Ma and Shem Ben. HaKadosh Baruch Hu drew up from beneath the Tabor all the Ur that was there, and that would l'chayra include Shem Ben and Shem Ma. But I want you to know something, and this is extremely, extremely important. There's a catch. According to one girsa of what Reb Chaim Vital learned, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So the catch here is that Reb Chaim Vital said he heard this in 2 different ways, and he brings up both of them. He says, Be'emes, we're talking about the fact that within the neshama of Adam Kadmon is Av, Sag, Ma, and Ben. But he says that he remembers that the Ari HaKodesh said that the Ma and the Ben were not there. Only Shem Av and Shem Sag. Shem Av and Shem Sag. So, whereas Shem Ma and Shem Ben, even though all the time we've been looking at it as if it's within the Guf of Adam Kadmon, yes, but it is a product of the Tzimtzum that we're talking about now. It is a product of the Tzimtzum that we're talking about now. That through the Tzimtzum of Adam Kadmon, by the Gartel area, HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings out 2 new types of Or, which is the Or of Ma and the Or of Ben. So that is the other girsa behind this. So, according to one girsa, beneath the Tabor, there's Shem Ma and Shem Ben. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu draws that Or up. According to one girsa, there's no Shem Ma and Shem Ben beneath the Tabor until the Parsa happens, until the Tzimtzum happens by the Tabor area. And through the Tzimtzum, that's how Shem Ma and Shem Ben occur. Now, I want to mention another thing. I want to mention another Hagdama, another very, very important Hagdama here. And that is as follows. You might ask the question, what is the Tzimtzum here? What is the Tzimtzum? And this is something that only very few Sfarim speak about. And that is that, okay, we say that there's a tzimtzum. And let's say that beneath the tabur, there's Shema and Shem Ben. So did HaKadosh Baruch Hu just draw all that or above the tabur, and then what happens? Does the or come back? If the or comes back, then why the tzimtzum? Why the parsa? Like, what is really... So one nekuda, which is really helpful, is that Sfarim write that after HaKadosh Baruch Hu was mitzamtzem the or beneath the tabur of Adam Kadmon, after HaKadosh Baruch Hu was mitzamtzem the or beneath the tabur of Adam Kadmon, that area, which was now void of all the great or, is where the or is going to come from. That remnant of light beneath the tabur that's left over, that is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu will use to make the or of Shema and Shem Ben. That area that the or was drawn away from, that area which is now void of most of its light, will produce Shema and Shem Ben. And it's from that area. When this or goes up, really the only thing that's left is Shema and Shem Ben. So in a certain sense, you're right that Shema and Shem Ben is usually the dargos of Zer Anpin and Nukva that is left. So even though the Sfarim don't call it or Chayzer, it is the inyan of Siluk, and what is left is two dargos, which is Shema and Shem Ben. So even though it doesn't say specifically in Sfarim that it was or Chayzer, the idea is 100% there, and you're 100% right on target. So the Sag HaKlali, the general darga of Sag, extends all throughout Ak.
Yeah, okay. Right.
And so too Shem Av. Shem Av extends all throughout Ak, and there's no machlekes on that. There's no machlekes that Shem Av and Shem Sag is all throughout Adam Kadmon. However, Shem Av we don't use at all, except for the Saris that we have no rishus to talk about. Whereas Shem Sag, we are talking about. We have the Achav, which is from the Tamim of Sag, which is from the Tamim of Sag, or Avda Sag, and then you have the beneath the Tabur Darga, which beneath the Tabur, that's Nekudos Sag, because you're using the Darga of Nekudos of Shem Sag, and that Darga of Nekudos Sag is Olam HaNekudim, Olam HaToyu, Olam HaEinayim, and the Olam which we are talking about now. And another ha'ara that I want to point out is that when the or is going to be pushed up above the tabur the Adam Kadmon, this has a very, very important purpose, a wondrous purpose, and I found this from Rabbi Yehuda Pitaya Olav Shalom. And what does Rabbi Yehuda Pitaya say? Rabbi Yehuda Pitaya points out a very interesting format. He says that every or wants to draw out of Adam Kadmon. Every or wants to come out of Adam Kadmon. But as you know, and if you look at the diagram that we just posted up in the chat, you'll see that not every darga has an exit point. Not every darga has a retreat, an ability to retreat outside the guf of Adam Kadmon. But the whole tachlis is lahoyer, to give light outside of Adam Kadmon, not to remain within the guf of Adam Kadmon. So Shem Av has a little bit of an exit point. It has a little bit of a retreat, which is the Saros. Shem Sag has a little bit of an exit because it has the Oznayim, the Chotem, and the Peh for the Tamim of Sag. So Shem Sag does have an exit point. Even though it's Tamim de Sag, nevertheless Shem Sag does have an exit point. But then you have Shema and Shem Ben, especially according to the Girsa that says that Shem Ma and Shem Ben always was there. Because as you know, we mentioned the other Girsa, which says that Shem Ma and Shem Ben were not there until the Tzimtzum. But we're going right now, if we take the Mesechta and the Kabbalah, that Shem Ma and Shem Ben was also there. So if we take it like that, then Shem Ma does not have an escape. Shem Ben does not have an escape. Where's their escape point? So HaKadosh Baruch Hu B'Roiv Chachmasai, he made it so that Shem Ma and Shem Ben also have a escape, also have a derech yitzia in order to fulfill its tachlis of being mayor outside the guf of Adam Kadmon. And that's by drawing it up above the tabor. Through drawing this light above the tabor, eventually it happens that the or can come out of the einayim de Adam Kadmon. And that is Shem Ben. Shem Ben will come out of the einayim de Adam Kadmon. And eventually you'll see that Shem Ma will come out as well. So that is an amazing Hakdama, which provides a rationale of what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is doing by these lofty dargos within the guf of Adam Kadmon, with the shemos of Av, Sag, Ma, and Ben. They have a tshuka, lahoyer, outside the guf of Adam Kadmon. With Shem Ma and Shem Ben, the way this occurs is by being drawn up. Okay. Now that we've covered that, it's time to talk about beneath the tabor. Beneath the tabor is Shem Ma and Shem Ben. The idea here is that we're going to explain it as Gar and Vak. There's two levels. There's Gar and Vak. Gar is the higher darga of a partzuf, and Vak is the lower darga of a partzuf. Now, not just that, but within Gar, within the higher darga, there's Gar and Vak. Within the lower darga, there's also Gar and Vak. It's Gar and Vak of Gar, or Gar and Vak of Vak. So, because of this, when the Ari HaKadosh is talking about Chitzonius Ha'or, Mefarshim explained that it means the Vak. So in other words, beneath the Tabor is Olam HaNekודים, and there will be a Yitzia soon of Oris HaNekודים, right? But its counterpart, which is the Nihi to Adam Kadmon, because beneath the Tabor is the Nihi of Adam Kadmon. So the Nihi of Adam Kadmon has a Gar and a Vak, has a Pnimius and a Chitzonius. So if you should ask, when it says that Chitzonius Kalev Rekim Yardu, that the Chitzonius of the Kalim go down, what Kalim? And the answer is, because we're talking about the Pnimius of Adam Kadmon, but where within the guf of Adam Kadmon, the Vak within the guf of Adam Kadmon, those Kalim, by the Nihi of Adam Kadmon, goes down. And usually it's much higher. Usually the Nihi of Adam Kadmon is in its place. But here what happens is that when HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes this Tzimtzum, Chitzonius Kalev Rekim Yardu, the Chitzonius of this Darga of Nihi, what ends up happening is that it drops beneath the Raglayim de Adam Kadmon. It drops way beneath where it normally is. So usually it's the Raglayim of Adam Kadmon. But when HaKadosh Baruch Hu is mitzamtzem all the or, the kalim of the feet drop beneath the darga of the feet. And in that area is what the MISHNAS CHASIDIM is going to talk about here. So it really doesn't have to do with the Chitzonius of Adam Kadmon. And if you look at it in this way, it could explain a lot of shilos that will arise. That being said, we should have enough fuel to begin and to go forward and get where we need to go.